It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Steelers and the Bears, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll send him over to the left. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
A 55-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
On third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. Two defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion, heading left. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. Second and 7. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Third down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. A run here with Swift. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
That is caught by the tight end. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Taking off. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
That penalty is declined.
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They'll try to run. Now Gainwell hit. The ball's out. And this will be recovered by the offense. So no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on downs. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On second down, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. A gain of 11 there, and a first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
One quarter in the books. It's the Bears. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's to the right side and incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's yr1. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A gain there of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A tight end in motion now. Once again, it's Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. Open man, left side. He's got it. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. That's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
26.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on the board. It's 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. They'll go again with Swift. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no... ultimately led in an incompletion. Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
Hey, 626.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Again, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Hey, 88, 88. Yeah, box it. Look at this.
Rodgers going up top again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Jack 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 300.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Steelers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Tyler Scott from his end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Moore going in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be caught. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Austin to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Play action now with Rodgers. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line. They're like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he's going to have the Steelers first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Rodgers. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense for the first half of the season. You can see it there. He's the NFL leader in... Oh, a loose football. The Bears have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run, and it's Johnson. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Roshan Johnson. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Gainwell to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Rodgers now. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They put Wilson in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
3rd and long for Rodgers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He has been a thorn in the side of the defense all game. That last catch puts him over 200 receiving yards in this one. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's yr1. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. Down inside the 10. And the Steelers have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Gain of 12 and a 1st down. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's Warren. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. He keeps it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go now. Check.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Bears sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail
At their own 14-yard line.
set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's get...
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's Warren. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. He'll get that to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A carry here for Warren. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down. Now Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run with Warren. Powering forward. He's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's complete to the rookie's 2nd-round pick. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stop.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing right, it's taken in. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Moore going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Ready up!
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Now Warren. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Hit as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Here, Mike, you're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Williams. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So for 1st down and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the ground, this is Warren. And just a short pickup there to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The master of play action, Rodgers. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. We'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Rodgers. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. Rodgers. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. And this this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Scott now on the return. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll look deep, left sideline.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.